Chapter 3: The Silent Garden. The night draped itself across the valley like a velvet curtain. Beneath a jasmine tree, the wanderer traced the cold soil, feeling its foreign silence. He closed his eyes, and childhood laughter rose in memory. Shadows stretched before him. The bird perched gently nearby, carrying a silence stronger than words. The wind stirred, a low hum rising inside him. The bird spread its wings, lifting into the night sky, urging him to follow, not with steps, but with spirit. Chapter 4: First Song of Exile. Dawn revealed petals quivering under the soft light. Hesitant words rose in him, trembling but persistent. The bird swooped, rhythmically guiding him, teaching that exile could sing. He breathed into memory, naming fears and joys alike. The song carried into the garden, where silence had once reigned. Chapter 5: Mirror of Shadows. In the forest, light fractured through leaves, casting twisting shadows. He saw himself in him, hesitant, frightened, yet yearning. The bird perched at a fork. Every shadow teaches, it said. He chose paths not by fear, but by resonance with memory and courage. Chapter 3: The Silent Garden. Night draped the valley like a velvet curtain, swallowing distant echoes. Beneath the jasmine tree, the wanderer knelt, fingers tracing the cold soil, feeling a silence that refused to answer him. Every breath carried the scent of home, faint and unreachable, like a memory just beyond grasp. He closed his eyes. Childhood laughter spiraled through his mind, and for a heartbeat, the courtyard of his youth opened before him. Shadows stretched long and foreign, reminding him that the present held no promises. A bird perched gently on a low branch, its eyes luminous under moonlight. Its silence was heavier than words, teaching him that absence could speak louder than speech. Then the wind stirred, carrying a low, humming vibration that rose within his chest. The bird spread its wings, lifting into the night sky. It did not beckon him to follow with steps, but with spirit, courage, and the resolve to awaken what he had long silenced. The night held its breath as the first hints of dawn shimmered on the horizon, ready to transform silence into song. Chapter 4: First Song of Exile. Dawn broke with trembling light, brushing petals with golden pink. The garden, once mute under night's hush, seemed to quiver with anticipation. Hesitant words rose in the wanderer, fragile and trembling, but persistent. The bird swooped, wings tracing arcs of rhythm through the waking air. It guided him like a metronome, teaching him that exile could sing if only he dared to breathe into it. He inhaled memory, exhaling fear. Each note he whispered carried joy, regret, and longing, weaving a melody that wrapped around the jasmine tree and spilled into the open air. Silence gave way to voice, and the garden itself seemed to lean closer, listening. Beyond the garden, shadows of the forest beckoned, fractured by sunlight, promising reflection in their twisting forms. Chapter 5: Mirror of Shadows. In the forest, light fractured through the leaves, painting the ground in shifting patterns of golden shadow. The wanderer paused, seeing himself reflected in every contour, hesitant, trembling, yearning, and afraid. The bird landed on a branch where the path forked. Every shadow teaches, it said softly, feathers brushing the light. He stepped forward with awareness, letting memory and courage guide him rather than fear. Every shadow he faced became a mirror, revealing pieces of himself he had ignored, fragments of strength, moments of loss, and sparks of hope. Stars began to shimmer above, hinting at thresholds unseen, waiting for the courage to step fully into what was coming next. Chapter 6: Threshold of Becoming. The jasmine tree stood beneath a sky thick with stars. Petals danced in a breeze that carried both promise and longing. Night hummed with expectation, and the air itself seemed to pulse with unseen energy. The bird hovered close, wings stirring, eyes fixed on him. Thresholds are invisible, it murmured, until you step fully. He inhaled deeply, letting memory, hope, and courage merge into motion. His first step was tentative, then certain, then full of determination. The silence behind him dissolved, replaced by the subtle rhythm of life awakening, a rhythm that would carry him onward. Beyond this threshold, the next chapter of his journey awaited,